So today we will discuss about editions of SQL Server. Okay, today. And first, let me talk on Enterprise Edition. Yeah. Enterprise Edition. Yeah. Obviously, this is licensed one. You'll have a key for this. Okay. And this is mainly used for large scale application. Enterprise Edition. Being used for whom? Large scale application. And you'll have support of all features of what SQL Server. And it is suitable for both. Yeah. Best for cluster and non-cluster environments. Yes, suitable for both. It is suitable. Maximum database size can be 5 to 4 petabyte. That is the database capacity of SQL Server. 524 petabyte. Yeah. Hmm. Second thing else. Second. And what you learn here is here there is no limit for nodes in clustering environment. Yeah, this is for your reference. I'm saying each node is one server. Okay, each node is one server. Till 2008, there used to be some limit, and from then they removed. Now we don't find any limit. Yeah. Hmm. And second part, I would say no limit for nodes in what I said, clustering environment. Here. And how many instances you can have? That is same only. Maximum of 50 instances are created in non-cluster environment. Yes. There is a story of Enterprise Edition. Now, similar to this, we have one more called Evaluation Edition. It is similar to Enterprise Edition. It will expire after 180 days. It will expire after 180 days. It will expire. And it becomes, at that time, it becomes such a point. And either you will have, what do you call, upgradation facility, nor it allows you to open. The only choice at the time is you have to uninstall the product. That is the only option you have. Then you would find standard edition. One more. And that is used for medium scale applications. And then you find supports all features of SQL Server. best for non-cluster, not suitable for clustering. Yeah, non-cluster. Database size remains same, no doubt in it. Database size. Instances, that also only one difference here. Here, no limit for nodes, right? Here you have, because it is standard edition, here you have support 2 nodes in clustering environment. That is the reason why people doesn't prefer to go with, standard edition. In place, they prefer to work on what? Enterprise edition. Yeah. Yeah. Another point also. What is it? That is called work group edition. And this is for small scale applications. Yeah. But when it comes to usage, 100% companies will prefer to go with the enterprise edition only. The remaining editions are there, but they're not that good for the environment when you're being used, where you're trying to use your SQL Server in in a clustering environment. Yeah, standalone, anything is fine. Standalone. This is only for practice purpose. Even if you uninstall, install something, you delete something, even with respect to like some tool, some components you install, some component, those all becomes immaterial. It's only about that you are trying to do them in a practice environment. But when it comes to real time, people 100% prefer to go with what? Enterprise edition. Then we have something to learn about web edition. This is one more we have, web edition. And this is specially used when you want to make your public websites and public applications to run on it. So you can say like that, it provides, this is a facility we have, provides secure, cost-effective, and scalable platform for public websites and applications. Yes, that is called web edition. And we have another one called developer edition. This is also one of the mostly used edition. Same reason is same for practice purpose. Yeah. But you won't get all those facilities what enterprise edition provides. Yeah. So still you can say like this is for building, testing, and demonstrating all SQL Server functionality. And this is even if you download the latest version of SQL Server, Microsoft always provides to download Express Edition, which is found to be your free edition. Yeah, for small web and server-based application. Commands are restricted, database size is restricted, lot of tools, they are by default disabled. You can't even, install them. They're not available for you. Yeah. That is about editions of what? SQL Server. Now, one more thing. As a DBA, this is what I feel like. This for comparison, I'm saying, so that you can understand an easy way. For comparison. See, as far as SQL Server is concerned, these two things are different in it. Release name, right? Release name, version. Two different things. Yeah. Like, yeah. Example. These are all examples. If you are talking about SQL Server 2005, yeah, version 9.0. Okay. If you're talking, I'm writing only two, I mean to say like major and minor. Lot versions, lot of things will be there. I'm just writing only two divisions in the version. Major version, minor version. Okay. Then SQL Server 2008, 10.0. SQL Server 2012, 11.0. SQL Server 2014, 12.0. If you are using SQL Server 2016, 13.0. If you are working with SQL Server 2017, 14.0. If you are working with SQL Server 2019, say for example, 15, like that, you got versions, I mean to say. You understand what I'm saying? Like you got what? Versions. Yeah. So not only version ends with these digits, actually version will have three parts in it. Major version, minor version, patch version. Patch version, or in other terms, you can call, build version. Yeah. And then on the basis of that, you are made available with various other things in version like, yeah. Mm. Okay. And if you have installed, like say, for example, SQL Server 2022, it is 16.0. These are the numbers. Why I said all this? This is comparative. For every version, there is something called compatibility level. Yeah. What is it? Compatibility level. Yeah. For 2005, 9.0 becomes 90. For 2008, 10.0 becomes 100. For 2012, becomes 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, and finally 160. Yes. And why I said this, now I'll explain so that you can understand in an easy way. What you learn is here, two points I'll highlight. 2 points. Upgradation, one part, comma, restoring. Upgradation, restoring in SQL Server can be possible only with two versions. Yeah. Only with two versions. Okay. Assume scenario one. Say in your system, you have installed SQL Server 2008. This is installed. Yeah, it's there already. In your machine, it is installed. Okay. Now you planned that you want to upgrade 2008. You want to upgrade to something called SQL Server 2016. Yeah. From where to where you're doing? From 2008, you want to upgrade a new version of SQL Server to 2016. And one simple conclusion I would say, this is not possible. Yes. Why? Because from 2008, if you're upgrading to 2016, that 2016 becomes your third version. Third. I said possible is only two. Yeah. 2016 becomes third version. So not possible. Then what to do? Yeah. Then you have to try like this then. Yeah. SQL Server 2008, which is currently installed. Then you have to upgrade it to SQL Server 2012. First you upgrade 2008 to 2012. Then 2012 you upgrade to SQL Server 2016. Yes, this is the approach. Yeah. Can this be done? Yes, possible. This is possible. Yes. Right. Another scenario also I'll cover. Scenario 2. And here assume if your SQL Server 2005 is installed in your machine and you are planning to upgrade it to SQL Server 2012. SQL Server 2012. No, possible. Reason 2005, if I'm upgrading to 2012, 2012 is the second version. No? But my intention of saying this is, remember, between this 2012 and 2005, you have 2008. Remember, this SQL Server 2008, here I'm writing SQL Server 2008 has two releases, release 1 and release 2. Two releases. Yeah, SQL Server 2008 release 1, SQL Server 2008 release 2. But the problem in SQL Server is they both are considered as one version only. Even though, feature wise, implementation wise, definitely 2008 R1 has some new features which Microsoft had introduced. 2008 R2, Microsoft has introduced few new features, but both are considered to be your same version, same. It doesn't differentiate. R1, R2 are not considered as different versions of SQL Server. They both are considered to be what? Same. This is about upgradation I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, if I say I have 2014, assume if I have SQL Server 2014, can I directly upgrade to 2022? No, that becomes fifth version. Sorry, fourth version. Not possible. Then what you will do? Then do this like this. 2014, you first upgrade to 2017. And then 2017, you upgrade to 2022. Possible. But directly from 2014, you want to jump to 2022? Not possible. Yeah, this is all happens at one level. Second level, I'll say. Second. Third scenario. Third scenario. And now connecting with this third scenario, this is what I feel that you should have knowledge of SQL Server development. Yeah. At least even if you have idea, that is well and good. If not, at least remember what I'm saying. Because then only you'll understand this point, what I'm trying to convey. Like third scenario, what it is, say for example, now I'm saying that SQL Server being used by developer. I'm not talking about administrator. SQL Server being used by whom? Developer. SQL Server developer. So developer in development has come across to write a query. Write a query. That query is related with column joins. Yeah. Related to what? Column. Joins will be of two types in SQL Server. Row joins, column joins. I'm talking about column joins. Okay. Column joins में what? हाँ. Column joins में I'm talking about outer joins. Yeah. Outer joins. Yes. And the two outer joins I'm talking about with operator. With operator. Was it possible? 100% was available. Yes. It was available. I'm talking about operator. Listen carefully, please. My concern is on operator. Yes. Yeah. Was available. Till SQL Server 2005. Yes. Till 2005, it was available. Yeah. 2005. With what operator? Important operator. Which operator? That was called star operator. Yes. With the star operator. That is the reason in 2005 we used to say that star has multiple meanings in SQL Server. 2005, 2008, 2012. In all these three releases, 2005, 2008, 2012, in these three releases, what is the story? Star is called selection operator in SQL Server. Star is called multiplication operator in SQL Server. Star is called outer join operator in SQL Server. I am talking about, please listen carefully. Only three versions I said: 2005, 2008, 2012. But interesting thing, listen. Until 2005, we used to work on column joins with outer joins with the star operator, direct support, direct. Then what Microsoft has done, you see now, from SQL Server 2008, Microsoft has made outer joins implementation disabled. From 2008, I'm saying. Disabled. And what they did, it means in 2008, if a person, if a developer is using same thing, I'm talking about 2008, please understand. Last mile, right? In 2008 and 2012. Obviously, when I'm saying from SQL Server 2008, you understand. From SQL Server 2000, what Microsoft has done? Microsoft has made outer joins implementation disabled with the star operator. Oh, so here something I said in the above statement. Now I'm just changing the sentence again. I said column joins with respect to outer joins implemented with star operator. I just now said is available in 2005, 2008, 2012. Just now I said, but now I am again contradicting to that statement. I said that from SQL Server 2008, Microsoft has made outer joins implementation disabled. It means if a developer writes out column joins with outer joins with star operator, straight away he'll get error. Error. Error it is, you can't. 2008, I'm saying. Immediate version of 2005. 2005, 2008. 2005, when we used to implement it, used to work successfully. And 2008, when I'm using that, it doesn't work. People will not talk about this star operator query in, outer join. Because there's a story happened in 2005, 2008, 2012. But from then, now you'll understand from then what happened. Yeah, it used to be error. Then what Microsoft has given a facility is, it is error, no doubt. It is error. But parallelly, what Microsoft has said, you get error now. So do one thing. You're working with 2008? Yes. You change. What do you change? Database compatibility level. Take the database compatibility level to lesser version. Yeah. Lesser version. Change database compatibility level to what? Lesser version. What is lesser version? That lesser version is, say, this is which one? 2008, where we used to have proper implementation of star operator in 2005. 2005 means which version? 90. You are in which version? 100. Okay. lesser version to 90. Yeah. Change. I write here. Change database compatibility level. No doubt you are working with 2008, but by changing database compatibility level, you're enabling. What you're trying to enable? You're trying to enable 2005 features in 2008. Yeah. Now, once you do this, now remember, this becomes valid. Valid. Mm. And again, same thing I'll repeat, just changing the number. Yeah. Now I say in SQL Server 2012, same story, error. Change the database compatibility level to 90. Can I do? Yes. Yes. Because for 2012, for 2008, back, changing database compatibility level, lesser version. How many versions you can go back? Only two. How many versions you can upgrade? Only two. Less also two, upgradation also two only. Mm. And if I'm working with, okay, let me write here. If I'm working with SQL Server 2014, 14, right? Error. And lesser version, error. बस हो गया. From 2014, outer join with star operator has been completely removed from SQL Server. Now forget about it. If you have SQL Server installed with 2014 and higher releases, so we cannot implement outer joins with star operator. We cannot. Yeah. I'm talking about SQL. When I started my career in as as a into training for SQL Server development, so obviously at that time 2005 release was there. It was there. So even 2008, 2012, I used to practically show them how to change database compatibility level and how to use outer join support. And from then this 2014, this complete part has been removed. Now people are implementing this. Outer join implementation through keyword. They are not using operator now. They are using keyword. That is what they call ANSI joins. Joins can be implemented in two ways. Yeah. One is called non-ANSI joins. Second is called ANSI joins. Non-ANSI is implemented with operator and ANSI joins is implemented with keywords. That's the difference you find between. And how do you do? How we used to do this? Yeah, Microsoft used to provide one procedure by name execute sp underscore. Yeah, we used to have one stored procedure. I mean to say, you understand what I'm saying? Like built-in stored procedure. Yeah. What is it? sp underscore dbcmpt level. dbcmpt level. We used to have this stored procedure to change the database compatibility level. Yeah. So if we were working with 2012, I used to write this command and then I used to write @db name equal to some database name. Then I used to write @new underscore cmpt level is equals to 90. 90 means 2005. And this you are writing in which version? In SQL Server 2008. Can I write this in 2012? Possible. 2012 also possible. Yeah. Can I write this same in 2014? Straight away error. 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 It will say valid values. Valid versions are 100, 110. Yeah. 100, 110. Yeah, that's it. No? 100, 110, 90. Yes. I'm sorry, 100, 110, 100, 90. Only valid numbers. Above it, no, you won't. Based on, topic wise. This is only an introductory part, just to give you an idea, to make you understand what do you mean by that you got upgradation and restoring facility available only with what? Two versions. Just to make you understand that I mentioned all these things. Yes, you have anything connecting to this that you want to raise a query, go ahead, please. Any question, any question. Kushal and Madhavi, I hope this is your first session, right? Am I audible to you both? Kushal and Madhavi.
Yes, sir. This is my first session,
Oh,
and this is all Greek and Latin for me.
yeah, I understand. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, because we started the batch, on Monday actually. Monday,
oh,
Tuesday, Wednesday, we went to the session. Thursday was holiday. Today was my actually fourth session. So
oh, okay.
you have any idea on SQL Server, or you're learning SQL Server for the very first time?
No, this is the first time.
So you don't have
I
idea about SQL Server at all.
No, not really.
Okay. So then I suggest you, like, if you're not aware of SQL Server, so first I suggest you to learn SQL Server development, and then
Okay.
you plan for DBA.
All
Or if
right.
you're planning to go with SQL Server DBA directly, for
Mm-hmm.
few days it will be good. But I suggest you at any cost. I'm not saying that you cannot understand. You can
Mm-hmm.
understand, but parallelly, SQL Server development knowledge becomes mandatory.
Okay.
So
Okay. Got it.
what usually I suggest is, you attend SQL Server development classes and some other timing, that management will let you know about it, and
Mm-hmm.
DBA classes at this timing. And this a 10 to 11 class will not be for long time. Let me make you clear even about that. Actually,
Okay.
we started a batch at 9 o'clock. SQL Server.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we started that batch. So I will take this 10 to 11 class only for few days till I reach to the topic where 9 o'clock batch people are. So once you reach to the topic where those people are in 9 o'clock batch, I club your batch with 9 p.m. batch.
Got it. Got it.
Understand? Yeah. So I
Okay.
suggest you, because initially it will be good, but as and when I start practicals on
Mm.
DBA, then things you start feeling, the subject is little, tough, and
Okay.
terminology wise and all everything, because development, SQL Server development sessions will be different, administration sessions will be different, because administration may I won't discuss anything related with how to write queries, how to create tables, how to create programming. Those things I won't talk here. Here, discussions will be completely, different. You can see here I mentioned roles and responsibilities of DBA here, here.
Okay.
Mm. Installation, configuration of SQL Server. DBA will be aware of it. Developer will not have knowledge on that, but DBA should
Yeah.
know this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then SQL Server databases. Then here, this module itself will take around 15 to 20 days. Only this module. Easily
Okay.
takes around 2 weeks of sessions. I talk only on SQL Server database. Then security part. Then disaster recovery, automation tasks, high availability features, performance monitoring, tuning, and troubleshooting. So I don't want to misguide you. So that's the reason I have come up with open saying that if you have a knowledge of SQL Server development, little
Mm.
knowledge of SQL Server development, then you can plan for DBA. Without a knowledge of SQL Server, even if you're not aware of anything related to SQL Server, then it would be difficult for you to understand administration part. Theoretical, it will be good going through
Mm.
videos of my classes from the day one till today. Every video is recorded. They'll share the videos. You can go through and you can understand. But when in coming classes, when I start writing queries, then things
Mm-hmm.
go a little, complex for understanding.
Got it, sir.
You still have anything to ask me or clarify? Go ahead, please.
How long will be the SQL development classes?
Development classes will go around 35 sessions, I hope.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
35 to 40 sessions that would take. Yeah, if that is the pattern we have, but that will come from the beginning. They will make you learn that. Even in my classes of development also, probably then next week also they are planning to start one batch of SQL Server. So you can join into that batch. First you complete SQL Server. At least 50% of knowledge if you have on SQL Server, then you can parallelly start DBA. By the time you
Okay.
complete fundamentals of DBA, you'll be completing your SQL Server development there. Then you can continue with DBA.
Okay, okay. I mean, I do have basic knowledge about SQL Server, because
Like
I am
what?
in
Like
the industry.
uh-huh, uh-huh,
So I have seen my teams working on SQL Server.
uh-huh. Okay.
But I got your point, sir. Let me think over.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. No, that's what I'm saying. No? Like as I said about today's class, about joins. But I
Right.
didn't discuss anything about joins because
Yeah.
this is an assumption that you have idea about joins.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
it.
But here
Right.
I can't discuss about joins because joins
Yes,
topic, that is development level maybe learn actual all the stuff.
correct.
Mm.
Correct.
But still if you feel that you are able or you can say like you have that capacity or capability of writing queries, understanding basics of SQL Server, then you can plan out for DBA. But nothing you
Okay.
have idea on SQL Server. You have seen
Mm.
people working on SQL Server, but you haven't
Yes,
used, you have not much used SQL Server. Then I don't suggest you for that. I better suggest you to learn SQL Server development first and then plan for DBA.
got it, sir.
That will
Got it.
give you a good support, good survival in IT, good even handle lot of technical things in a proper way. When it comes to whether they'll make you work on non-production or production environment, but you'll be in a position to handle them properly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what my point is. Anything you feel that you want to ask, go ahead.
No, I think I got your point. So will
Clear?
it be possible
Understood?
for me to get your previous sessions so that I will understand whether
Yeah,
I'm able to?
definitely. That's what you just contact to the office once. You find the people available there. You just inform them that
Yeah.
today was your first session. So
Yeah.
you missed your in the introduction classes and all. Nothing. Practicals not yet started. That is for
Okay.
sure. Nothing. Not even
Okay.
one single practical session I demonstrated. It was all whatever administration practicals needed for that, what is theoretical support needed, those topics we are going with.
Got it.
And this was my last class. Two topics back to back with architectures I covered. This is one topic, hierarchy of SQL Server in a machine. I'm talking about how internal SQL Server systematically and logically arranges objects, this part, tables, views, synonyms, sequences, constraints, procedures, functions, triggers. This is one part. And second part we discussed, what was that next we discussed? One more topic also we discussed. Yeah, life cycle of database.
Okay.
This was one part we discussed last session.
Okay.
And introduction class mein I covered about standalone environment. How a SQL server works when you're working with two servers. Standalone environment will have only two servers. Like one will be production, one will be a standby. Like you'll have only one server to support. These things I covered. You'll have videos of my classes. If they give access to those videos, you collect those videos, go through them. If you feel that my introduction sessions were comfortable for you in understanding, then
Yeah.
you just update them. You can continue with my classes. If not, at least Monday, you can join for the session. Just talk to me regarding this, whether they gave the videos or not. If so, I'll plan for, a restart of my sessions. So that from day one, the way I started my session, we'll plan that way also. You just think on that, no problem. Just think
Sure, sir.
on it.
That's really nice of you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. 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 You can go on mute. I'll talk to Kushal. Kushal, unmute yourself, please. Kushal, yeah, am I audible to you? Kushal, can you hear me? Maybe he's away from the system. Okay. Vishal, was everything clear for you? Vishal. Okay. So this is completely related with this point, especially this point. As a DBA, you should be knowing this one. Because you are the only one who is held responsible to touch, production and non-production server. Everyone, every developer, every person who is working on SQL Server cannot make use of, administration part. Yeah, you cannot be in the control of developer. Developer should be in your control because server is in your control. Whatever they do, you are going to monitor that. Yeah. Your job is not to write programs. Your job is not to write queries. Your job is maintenance. That is the reason why you have been called as administrator, database administrator. The main purpose of you is to manage, to maintain data, to maintain information. Hmm. If things go smoothly, if things work smoothly, definitely management, maintenance becomes easy, maintenance becomes smoothly. If something happens to your data, something happens to your information on the server, you will be held responsible for that. Yeah. Developer is not involved in it. Architect is not involved in it. Architect work is to design. Developer work is to implement. Administrator work is to maintain. That is a systematic approach. If designing goes perfect, development goes perfect. If development goes perfect, administration goes perfect. But despite even there are chances like, even development goes perfect because of some reasons, definitely you may have some loss of information even in the administration part. Then you should know all the tactics. You should know all the techniques, how you can get your database again back into the state the way it was before failure.
Sir, here I have a question. When you
Yeah.
say restoring or upgradation is possible only with
Mm.
two versions, which two
Mm.
versions you're talking about?
I gave examples here. Examples here. I took example of 2008. Example it is, just an example. If I'm
Okay.
talking about SQL Server 2008, if it is installed in my machine, if it is already there, and I felt now 2008 has become older for me, now let me upgrade to 2016. So I'm planning 2008 SQL Server to upgrade it to 2016. Direct,
Okay.
you can't. That is not possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I took examples from 2005 because from 2005, Microsoft started giving the release names with the year names.
Okay.
Before 2005, Microsoft used to give SQL Server from here, not exactly from 2005. It is from here, 2000. Yeah, 8.0. And before 2000, we used to have SQL Server 1.0, SQL Server 2.0, SQL Server 4.0, SQL Server 4.5. Release numbers, release years were not there. Release numbers used to be there. then SQL Server 6.0, then SQL Server 7.0. From 2000, then Microsoft started giving release names with the year in which it got introduced. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is general point. Only with two versions. Yeah, the two versions depends which one is that you are aware of. Comparing with that, you can understand the remaining. Assume if your system, if your laptop is containing 2017 installed, you have SQL Server 2017 is there in your laptop, and you plan to upgrade it to 2022. Possible, you can. 2022 becomes a second version. Possible.
Got it, sir.
2025 is expected very shortly. If you have SQL Server 2025 and you have 2017 in your laptop and you are trying to upgrade to 2025, no, not possible. 2025 becomes a third release, third version. So you cannot upgrade. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Sorry?
Where do you work? In which company you work?
I work for Equinix.